broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
You like our little dance party?
Don't look now. These are the best days of our lives. That wasn't even the words, but
Welcome to another recap of Truth Be Told, NBC's great show that we love. We are on AfterBuzzTV.com. Thank you for joining us. I'm one of your hosts, Megan Thomas, at Meg Scoop on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Periscope. And I got my lovely ladies with me here. Hey, ladies.
Well, hello.
hi.
How are you?
I'm Jenifer Golden, and you can follow me on all those same platforms at Jenifer Golden.
That was a new one. I liked platforms.
It's 2016's line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting ready.
You can follow me on all of those platforms as well at Lauren Leonelli. You guys, we're in the sparkly room tonight, and Megan has on a sparkly headband, and I just feel like we are like shining bright like a diamond tonight.
Diamond. You have to say it like that. Diamond.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, you
it is really good.
really did. But I mean, we're in the sparkly room. I love sparkles so much. It's like Christmas.
Right.
I actually would like to ask them where they got these because they're
want
pretty
them.
festive.
I want them in
Right.
my closet.
All right, we're covering 2 episodes tonight. 2 amazing episodes. We're going to start with episode 6. Guess who's coming to decorate?
Oh my God, this was so good.
It was really good. So, of course, we see that this episode starts off. Brisha Webb is a comedic genius. I love her. Mm-hmm. She stars as Angie. And she has on the sweatshirt that she believes is her husband's sweatshirt. She's wearing a
College
blue thing.
sweatshirt, yeah.
It's not even the college he went to, but she's wearing
I was going to say, isn't he a stand-up comedian?
Yeah. I mean, not that stand-up comedians can't go to school.
So why can't I avoid school? But it just didn't seem,
just doesn't seem.
But here's the thing that I want to know. Would you I would be livid if I am over here prancing around in a shirt that is my husband's ex's.
Yeah, I'm not into it. Also, why is it still there? Toss that shit.
No, but he said he tried to toss it. And every time he put it in the throwaway pile, Angie would come and grab it back.
But why didn't he just say, that's not mine?
He should have.
He should have just been like, that's my ex-girlfriend's. I would only care if you gave me a reason to care.
What do you mean? Like what?
If you made me feel insecure, then I would be insecure about it. If you were like, that's my ex-girlfriend's, and you every day made me feel like you were in love with me, I would not give a flying F.
What would you do with it? Would you throw it away?
I'm not saying I would like want to wear it all the time or whatever. I don't think it would make me mad. I think I would just be like, okay, great, it's your ex-girlfriend's.
Would you keep
and
it?
I'd probably
I'd
probably make a joke about it or something, and then probably be like, I don't want, like, get rid of it or whatever. But I don't think it would make me mad or jealous.
It wouldn't make me mad either.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to wear it, and I wouldn't want, like, I would be like, it's just not the first sweatshirt I'd put on.
Exactly.
Right.
I agree.
I would ask why you felt the need to not tell me, and I wear this shirt all the time.
Right. Exactly.
Like, I would be like, what
full
is
disclosure, maybe.
Yeah. I would be a little. That's what I would be mad at.
Bye, Felicia.
But here's the other thing, though. So of course, Angie feels like she needs to clean house. There's bad, slut juju everywhere in the house.
That was a funny scene where he was like, where she was doing like the beep beep over everything. Yeah. And he was like, oh, everything. He had sex on everything. And let me just say, imagining that situation was not a bad picture. Right? No?
Why is Jen like that?
I mean, I don't have the same feelings toward Russell as you do. I think he's amazing, and I can understand why you would be really excited by his beep beep.
Oh, yeah. I like the beep beeps now, honey. Mm-hmm. High five on that, sister.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So my question is this. When you move into your spouse's house, is there a conversation that you have like, hey, so the bed that we're sleeping on, how many other bodies have been? Like, do you have these conversations, or do you kind of just like, eh?
I don't think it matters because it's not like he hasn't washed the sheets.
But sometimes things might seep onto that mattress.
You're right. But I will say this. If you're moving into someone else's bachelor pad, you got to know what was going on there. And you can't really fault him for it. It's like, I mean, listen, you want to buy a bed and replace the bed with your own money, then go for it. But if you're moving into someone else's house with their things and you're fine with that, then you got to be fine with what came with it before.
I'd be okay with that bed as long as there aren't other people still continuing to go in the bed.
I agree. It's not a great thought. It's not a great thought to think about, but you got to just like block it out or do something about it if it bothers you. Be like, okay, fine, I'm buying us a new bed.
And we're desolidifying the house.
Because I'm sure Angie's bed also has seen some things.
I'm sure it has.
And I'm sure she threw that out.
Right.
Exactly.
They got to get a new bed. Now they have to get a new couch.
But they
did
they did redo the bedroom, they said, remember?
Yeah, they did do that. So now I guess that's when you have the conversation when you start feeling weird. Like, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of spirits mingling around in this place.
Kiki being one of them.
Kiki.
Oh, Kiki.
Oh,
so here's the funny part. They meet Kiki in the coffee shop, and we come to find out, not only does she sell homes, she also dated Russell. And she's been one of the beep beeps.
And she's a decorator, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And obviously, Vanessa's character knows her, Tracy knows her because they've been around for Russell before Ange was part of his life. So she knows these past women. And we also discuss in this episode that Tracy has a bit of a big mouth.
She does.
And I'm not gonna, I think saying a big mouth is kind of like a harsh statement, but Vanessa in real life is a talker. So it's like funny to see her being like, because her and her husband will banter often about like, okay, she's talking, I'm leaving the room. Like her and I will get talking and like or her and her friends will talk and it's like, and Nick just is like, okay, bye, I'm leaving. So it's funny to see her do this because it's kind of naturally her. Yeah.
Okay, so now we know that she's a blabbermouth.
She's not a blabbermouth. She's not a blabbermouth. She just loves to
chatty.
talk. She's like super chatty. So this is funny, like a funny side of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she's definitely chatty, and I don't think it's a bad thing. She doesn't have any ill feelings when she says these things.
Yeah.
On the show, she's just literally like talking, and
it's cute. It comes out cute.
It comes out exactly.
And she admits it too. She's like, "Oh, oopsie." Yeah.
And then, so here's the other thing. So we didn't realize that Kiki was the same Kiki because she introduced herself as what, Kimberly
or Christina? Kimberly?
Yeah, something like with a K.
Something like that. Yeah. Let us know what it is, guys. Use the hashtag ABTVTruth. So we can see your tweets and your comments. But then when Angela finds out that Kiki is the Kiki that Russell told her about, she feels a little weird.
She feels mostly weird because she's a white chick.
Exactly.
So why does she feel weird about that?
But so I was thinking about that because I thought, I was like, okay, what is the closest thing that I can
relate to?
Here's the thing. So brunette, you're a brunette. If you found out your ex told you, or your man told you about all of his exes, he explained who they were, how, their relationship, so there's nothing that he kept from you. And then one day you see them all out just randomly, and they're all like blondes, big boobs, super tall, like Amazonian, like completely opposite.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel weird, or do you go, oh, I'm completely not what he used to date? This is weird.
I think I'd probably be like, well, I'm what he wants, so those weren't the right people for him.
Right. I would
take note of it, but then also, I mean, wouldn't it be the same thing if you were out and you saw your dude and all of his ex-girlfriends were black chicks? You'd be like,
right? You'd be like, wait, I'm the exception to the rule. Like,
I mean, I'm basically black, so I get it, but like these girls are actually black, so what's happening here? That's all. I mean, right? But then, like, I date black guys, so I'm like, do girls look? I don't only date black guys, but I also like black guys. So would girl do like black girls look at me like?
No, I think it's like a matter of you seeing a different side of your significant
like you didn't know that you liked that.
Yeah. Like, okay, I didn't know that everyone before me was a white chick, or now everyone before me was somebody who's completely opposite from me.
Totally.
So what does that mean? I'm like, I guess it's a good thing because you married me. I think that's a good thing, but I can understand why she was a little like, so I'm not your type. Like, what's going on here?
Right. I mean, she has to be his type enough to be married to him.
Exactly. So I think it was one of those like, wow, this is new.
Well, just like a discovery about somebody that you didn't know, whatever in whatever capacity it is. So yeah, I could see that it would be. We're very close to each other.
We are.
So we have not a lot of speaking room, and I talk with my hands a lot.
Oh,
a little weird.
I will say this though. I think when somebody doesn't have a type, it's a little scary. because you can't. Like, normally you could spot someone and be like, oh, he would never like her. Like, if it was the most gorgeous woman in the world.
Yeah, but then it's like all bets are off. He's going to like all the chicks. And then you're like, shit.
Well, if they don't have a type, that's why it's a little scary to me, because then you're like, I can't rely on one thing that I know to be true.
But wait, though, I have a question. Do you think I have a type?
Not physically. I mean, not so specifically as like the color of their skin, but it's a quality.
Yeah, that's true.
It is.
All of the guys,
quality.
Yeah, I mean, I have a type.
You do.
We
Like
did an interview the other day, and the guy sat down and she goes, "You would like him."
And
like look-wise or like personality-wise?
Yes.
Look.
Well, you have a type personality-wise, but her look type is obvious to me. Do you have a type?
I do.
What is that?
It's, you know what, I actually is not physical. It's more of who they are. Like, you got to be a boss. Like, that's it. I don't care if you come in a small package. I've dated shorty doo-wops.
Yeah, you just want someone with that
they
type
have to be
of
a boss.
I like it. I like it.
Nothing is better than shorty doo-wop.
Jen
That's
would
a nice
never.
way to say that.
Jen's physical type would never be a shorty doo-wop. She has a very big issue, even though she's only 5'2".
Oh my gosh!
I'm 5'4". Don't get it twisted.
So wait, like a guy that's 5'8" is too short for you?
I don't even see him.
Never.
Are you kidding me? He's still towering over
4
you.
inches taller than her, and she's still like, that guy's short.
But my heels are so tall, guys. My heels.
So like 5'10" is still
That's minimum.
Borderline for her.
Oh my
Borderline.
gosh, that's like, you're discriminatory.
So she is a height supremacist.
Supremacist.
Whatever. Height supremacist.
Is that the word?
are.
I don't know.
my
yeah, no, I
gosh.
totally am. I stand true to that. Yeah.
Well,
sorry, all the people that are not.
Russell's type was, at least we know he likes white girls.
He does.
Yeah, we now know.
We know, and so does Angela, and Angie's a little sad about that.
Yeah.
She's
a little
But
sad.
I think more so it was kind of like, oh, it wasn't like he didn't love his wife. I think she's always done that, but it was kind of like, oh, this is new. Your type is not me.
Right.
Oh,
It's
my
probably scary because you're like, I think I know everything about this person,
Right.
and now like there's a whole thing about you that I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I think as women, we always have, like, nobody is not jealous. Like, there's always a hint of jealousy.
Has to be.
And you always, even when it comes to other women in your midst, it's not even about being insecure, but it's a matter of like, oh, I know his type. So if I walk in a room and I can already tell what women he's going to look at. But now you're like, wait a minute. So there's all these other women that you're probably side-eyed and I didn't know. Like, I like to just case the place and at least know what's going on.
No,
Like, I mean, having like knowing somebody's type, or at least knowing something about somebody,
Right.
you have a sense of security because you're like, okay, I can trust that you're going to do this every single time. It's consistency,
Yes.
and you can trust consistency. When somebody is inconsistent, it's very hard to trust them,
It's like
and
all
it's
of a
scary as
sudden
hell.
finding out someone's a drug addict, and you're like, wait, what?
Where have you been?
I didn't know that you popped pills 10 times a day.
Are you thinking about Sheena?
Yeah, poor Sheena.
I know, Vanderpump
Vanderpump
Rules.
Rules.
Not the show, guys.
Not the after show for this, but another one here.
Something to think about, really.
Right. And so they continue to hire Kiki. Kiki still works with them. Do you think I would have immediately been like, yeah, Kiki's not going to work?
Oh yeah, but we know Angie is like too sweet and like is like non-confrontational in that way, and she's like, no, you end it. You make this stop.
I like that she was like, I'm going to watch you squirm now.
Right.
I probably would have done the same thing. Like, I would have been like, well, I don't want to look jealous, so I'll just let it happen. But I probably wouldn't have been like, oh, great about it. But again, it's how you act around each other. If they're like totally cool and it's not weird, then it's not weird. Like, I've been around people who are my exes or vice versa, and it's fine.
It's fine. I just don't think, I think a home is such a personal space, though.
That's different.
Yeah,
the
I
reason
wouldn't
why
want
I
that
wouldn't-
energy back in there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
left. We've cleared it.
They're
Got to
just
go.
slutty.
And you're
Got
trying to get rid of it,
go.
and then she's back. It's like, that's a little... The ending scene was so funny when
Oh
she
my
pushed the
gosh.
couch out, and she was like swearing, and they were bleeping out her swear words.
Yes.
That was so
And she was
funny.
a
Shout
psycho.
out, Briga Heelan is her name. She's a great actress. She's
Really good.
hilarious.
So
She did
good.
that.
She nailed that.
Yeah, I love that Russell was like, "Ooh, I remember why we broke up."
And then
You are
Ange was
crazy.
like, oh, now I'm good.
Yeah,
Now I'd be scared. I was thinking about that when I was watching. I'm like, I'd be so scared that this lady was like in my house and she's,
true.
just acting like that. Gotta get that good ADT. Is that
Yeah.
what's called?
Yeah, ADT.
yeah.
All right, yeah. So then over next door with the neighbors, Tracy and Mitch, they're dealing with their daughter Sadie and her not wanting the Filipino Barbie.
That was funny. She kept trying to
it's-
throw it in the trash.
Right, she kept trying to get rid of her because she's like the nanny or the housekeeper Barbie.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's even funny that the child is like stereotyping.
She's like, she's the one who's supposed to be upstairs with the babies.
Right.
She's supposed to be cleaning the toilets.
So sad.
And Tracy the whole time was like, but look at her indigenous pattern on her dress or whatever. It was like,
But you know what? I always have to say, I would have to blame Tracy because Tracy's not showing her Filipina side enough to her daughter to where her daughter doesn't feel like that.
right, you can't just
too
come out
ambiguous.
of nowhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
She's too
Where
ambiguous.
do you come from? The place where the rock comes from? I love when they say that.
Which is that the case?
I don't know.
He's
Rock
Samoan.
is
His mom is
yeah.
Samoan.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But yeah, I think that's, because I know for me, like, I'm Korean and I'm black, and I remember growing up, I had the blonde hair, blue-eyed Barbie, which, I look nothing like. So that to me was just a normal Barbie. And then when they came out with the black Barbies, I was like, no, because the society tells you blonde hair, blue eyes is beautiful. I don't want the black Barbie. I'd rather have the blonde hair, blue-eyed Barbie.
Oh, I always thought blonde hair, blue-eyed women were so beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. So even
That
like the
Barbie
brunette,
didn't look like
what
me
was her
either.
friend Claudia that had the brunette hair? What was Barbie's friend?
No, Skipper was the
No, Skipper was her
Teresa.
sister.
Teresa.
Who's
And they gave her a
Teresa?
horrible name, too.
You didn't know because I think she was supposed to be like Latina. Teresa.
No.
She was. There was Teresa without the H.
Stop
It is. Look it up. It's Teresa.
Wait,
without
when did Teresa get involved?
You didn't know?
remember that?
Teresa
No.
was like the brunette friend.
Was there a
I
press
had
release
all
about this?
blondes, all blondes, and even Ken, who looks like he
It's a girl.
belongs.
It's like a man Barbie.
He looks like a man girl.
male version.
But I was like, all of them were Aryan.
Yeah.
And I was like, why?
like, and you didn't want the
I
Teresa
wanted to
Barbie,
look like
right?
that. No, I wanted to look like Barbie.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
because
So-
I wasn't black, I mean, she didn't look like me at all.
Right,
I had
right.
glasses and was like skinny and
And that's what I'm saying. I didn't want a Barbie that looked like me. And it was actually a sad thing because I feel like for little girls we should embrace,
Right.
because the society is so harsh on women, what you should look like.
Women are
what-
harsh on women.
Yeah, you should be this size, this tall, whatever. Instead, we should be teaching little girls like, this is what you look like and this is beautiful. And that's okay. You don't have to look like everything else.
I'd like to know though why we need dolls.
Well, we don't need them, but we also don't need baseball, and we don't need
I'm just curious.
clothes. And,
I'm just curious about dolls in general, and I think this is the topic for another show. But I would like to know about the American Girl doll and why it's a thing.
Well,
Why
because
is
it
so
teaches you
expensive?
about, you don't know, they come from, each doll comes from a historical time period.
Right,
and she has
right.
a story about, like, this one was part of the slave era, and this was part of the civil rights era, and this was part of they all have a story.
So we need dolls to teach us history.
Revolution,
Well, I mean,
apparently.
it's a good way.
And it's a good way for them to make a ton of money. 'Cause-
It's a
Well,
good,
no, I get that. Have you been in that store? It's creepy as
Oh
all
my
hell.
gosh.
it is so weird.
That's
but-
So many
hair
staring
salon.
eyes and weird tea parties.
Yes.
and, like, they have matching outfits and stuff.
But like then with those dolls isn't that the same thing? Like, would I get the one that came from slavery or like took the Oregon
You get
Trail,
the-
or am I going to get the one that looks like me?
Well, you can also get personalized dolls that
Customized,
look
yeah.
like you. So
What? Why do you need
can
a doll that looks like you?
Because
I think it's good.
I still don't really get it.
I'm sure there's psychological studies about why that's good, but it's a good tool. I mean, nobody's going to teach. You think of a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old is not going to sit around and be like, let's talk about Pickett's charge in the Civil Rights War. Like, they're not
Right.
going to listen to that. You got to be creative. Like, this is how I'm going to teach you in a song or with this doll. Kids pay attention.
Right.
It's like a great learning tool.
Exactly, it is.
I
It's
guess.
marketing genius, honey.
I suppose.
$1 billion business.
I think the whole thing's a little strange.
Yes. And
So
so
Filipina Barbie was not a hit.
it was not. She
No.
was, and I thought it was really funny how Tracy kept trying to push her heritage, to make
Yeah.
Filipino food,
And
do all these things.
And didn't the food smell like really weird?
It did. It's because they weren't used to it.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? You can't
Yeah.
just spring. Your kid's like 6.
She was
Like,
making
it's
tripe, which is stomach lining.
right
And
It is.
other
It's
things.
big in Filipino culture.
And she was like, the little girl walked through the room and was like, it smells weird or something. It was like,
right, but and being someone from half of a background that's not
Yeah.
normal, I guess in U.S.
who was
terms.
Korean, your mom or your dad?
My mom.
Okay.
My mom's Korean. So yeah, I grew up with American food and Korean food. So
Okay.
that smell, that foreign smell, I'm used to.
Yeah.
Because from day one it was there. If you have kids that are different heritages, don't try to throw it on them like 10 years down the line.
No,
Yeah,
from the
you gotta-
beginning.
Right.
Assimilate slowly.
Yes, Filipino Barbie from day one.
Yeah. Oh my God. The girls' little like one-liners though, Sadie's
Yes.
one-liners were hysterical.
What'd she say at the end? What was her line at the end? Like, oh, she said something so funny when she was
doing
playing. Oh,
it.
now I gotta go. No, okay, yeah, now she was playing with the Barbies and she goes, okay, now we gotta go talk to our annoying neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
So
cute.
funny. Very cute, very cute. I love this episode. I love this show.
Yeah,
I know.
The show's really great.
It was good.
Yeah, let's talk about episode 7.
Let's do it.
It's called The Ecosystem. Now, this episode was so cute because it was like a little trade here. Mm-hmm. It's
Wife swap.
Wife swap.
Loved it.
Swingers.
Do you guys think it's a little weird to like hang out with your friend's spouse?
No.
Without them?
No.
Mm-mm.
I think it's weird.
I think it depends how close you are. And if you're as close as these two couples are, it's not weird.
And they're all very confident with each other in their relationships and secure, and I think it's totally not weird. But it could be weird if you were doing things that were inappropriate and weird, then it would be weird.
But I'm saying at the end it got a little weird for me.
Why?
I felt a little weird as
I
was watching.
They like high together, and
No, it's not even that. After the high part, when they were like, "I really like you," like it was just like I don't like those lines.
I felt like it was a really sweet moment, like because they are like usually like part of a couple, and they were like, you know what? Like he said, you're one of the coolest people I've ever met. And meanwhile, he's known her for a while, so it's not like she's brand new.
Exactly.
But him having a personal relationship with her versus as a couple is brand new. So I think they were sort of appreciating each other as individuals versus part of the couple.
I see what you're saying, Megan, but I feel like it was definitely like very platonic.
It's absolutely platonic, but I don't like this in a real life situation, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm into it.
I wouldn't.
I would be fine with it. Again, I'm going back to the thing. If you don't give me a reason to be weird, I'm not going to be weird.
Yeah,
right.
If you give me a reason to be weird, I can pick up on that.
Right.
Like, I know when things feel weird because I'm not that person. So when I start to go...
But you know what? Here's the thing. It's because I grew up old school in the South. Honey, you don't leave your man with anybody. Not your best friend, not your sister,
it doesn't
even
matter.
your mom, nobody. So I think that's why, like, I view the world with that filter. Like,
you grew up in the South? Where?
Kentucky.
With a Korean mom and a black dad.
Yes.
Was that... were people weird? Because it's
absolutely.
It is really sad to say that I'm sure you were treated differently.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's Kentucky. It's like the Klan country. So
where in Kentucky?
I grew up in an army town called Radcliffe, so it's
how close to? Because I've been to Cincinnati a million times.
It's like 2 hours from Cincinnati.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's you get used to it. But in the South, that's what happens. You just
they're old school there, so I could imagine that family dynamic must have been.
Oh.
That's another topic for
Hit
another
me up
show.
at MakeScoop on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram if you want to know more.
We just got serious for a second.
We did. Okay, so of course, Mitch accidentally invites Angie out to lunch. Have you guys done that before?
Okay, all he had to say was, I just did this the other day. Our friend Nicole had my ID because we all went out and had way too much fun, and she picked up my ID and put it in her purse, and I went to go pick up my ID, and so I was texting her, and I went to a store to text my mom, and I sent her a picture of a shirt that I wanted to buy for my dad for Christmas. Right. And I texted it to Nicole, and then right away I was like, oh, sorry, Nicole, that was for my mom. Christmas shopping, and she was like, haha, cute shirt. Like, you just say right after. Right. Oh, sorry, not for you. Like, it's an easy,
but
it's an easy fix.
Wait, have you guys ever not fixed it though? Because there's a couple of times where I texted the wrong person, the wrong James or the wrong Melissa.
Oh yeah, no, I've done it, and then I've just played into it. I was like, yeah, how are you?
right.
Especially if it's a dude that you're dating or have dated though. Yeah. Are you weird that my arm's around you? It just I feel like I have nowhere to put my arm.
Well, I don't know why that was your first choice.
But it's just your chair. It's not touching your body.
What's your other
so
arm
much
doing?
love in here.
It's just deal with it. Okay. Truth be told. Truth
deal
with
told.
It. I would have just corrected it. God, fine, I'll move it.
You know what? I would have as well.
But then
moment.
I would have corrected it for sure.
But then I feel like Tracy was like, no, because then you can't do that, and they kind of they all talked each other out of it.
They always do that kind of thing. But I will say this: why Angie and Tracy? Those two names, not close. I could see Tracy and Russell. RT.
Oh.
Angie and Tracy, those names aren't that close.
He was texting her, and she must have been the next one down or something.
How was that the next one down?
He's really bad. I think he was trying to text. I don't know. He's just really bad at this.
They did start the episode saying that Mitch was he doesn't know when to email versus text, and he's just always kind of a mess.
Technically challenged.
I get that. I'm technologically challenged.
Yes.
It happens. So.
Yeah, but you would... Okay, I guess Nicole versus mom.
No, it's because... Listen, it's not like it goes in alphabetical order. I'm texting somebody, and then I was texting my mom, and I probably hit her because she was next to her.
No, and I get that, but why would Mitch have a conversation with Angie anyway?
Maybe who knows?
But that's why they were weird about it. That's why they were like... He just texted me.
Well,
That's
I'm a
It
little
was
curious
weird.
about how that even came up.
Are you insinuating that there's an affair?
Dun, dun,
No,
dun.
I'm insinuating that there was maybe a missing piece in the plot line.
Maybe in the writing. A
Yeah,
hole in the story.
Yeah, they couldn't think that too far. In 30 minutes, that's all we get.
But
Yeah,
I like that they
I
were like, you know
understand.
what, we're going to go out, we're going to have fun. They went out and had lunch, and it was kind of awkward, and then they decided.
So awkward. They were talking about ice
Yes.
and hot.
That was really awkward.
So funny. But then they both decided that they like don't live life enough, they don't let loose enough, and they are like, let's go smoke pot.
Which is hilarious to me that would be the thing that, you know.
She's a doctor and he's so uptight. Like you would think
Right.
maybe they would go. Well, I think that they didn't pick like going to have drinks because that can be a little fishy. Like let's go
Yeah.
get drunk together.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when like you're like. So I think that I like that they picked pot. Also, it's I don't know. It's like kind of like a hot topic right now anyway. So
It is, yeah.
you know like legalization and blah blah blah. So I love that they went to go do that and they were so funny in the store too. They were like, "What's this?"
What is this? It's a candle.
Oh my god, I love that they're
yeah.
like, we'll take that.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And they asked the guy who didn't even work there.
Right. But wait, what was he? And when he walked away, I was like, why was you talking to them anyway? Like, who are you, weirdo?
Yeah,
I think he was just being nice answering their question. They're like, what are these things? He's like, well, these are the top strains.
The outtakes of that, I don't know if you guys follow any of the cast members on Instagram. They were posting some outtakes and they were pretty funny.
Oh, yes.
Brisha in one of the scenes had her purse and one side of the purse was like tan and one side of the purse was black, and she had the black one, and they were standing there getting ready for the scene, and she looked all pouty. You know how she does that cute
Yeah.
like pouty thing, and she's like, I don't like my purse facing this way. And Mark Paul was like, yeah, the other side's so much better. And she turned it around and everyone went, oh! She was like, I feel so much better. It was,
my
like,
goodness.
it was a really cute clip. Follow Mark Paul and Brisha. I don't know what I'll find them. But
They're
you
so
guys,
cute.
super cute.
They are so
I'll tell you what
cute.
their handles are in a second.
All right.
I like that this episode was called The Ecosystem because
Right.
these people are the ecosystem, and, you know, they have their dynamic, they have the way things run, and none of it's ever been a switch up. And, you know, obviously we see that Russell actually goes to work with Tracy, and we've been dying to see
Exactly.
Tracy at work.
Right. And now
And
we get to see it. Now
We do.
And she's not. Did you think she was going to be this kind of boss or this kind of person at work?
I predicted it, yes.
Yeah.
For sure. She's a hard ass. You guys, Mark Paul is MP Goslar, and Brisha is Brisha Webb.
Sweet.
And I think Tone Bell is Tone Bell, and Vanessa is Vanessa Lachey.
Yeah.
I think, I totally thought she was going to be, she's like,
I didn't think she was going to be like that.
Well, she kind of like, not bitches Mitch around, but she's like,
well, she
tells him what to do a little
that's
bit.
every stereotypical sitcom husband and wife.
Right.
Like, she wears the pants, and he's always like, "When can we have sex?" Like that's always how it
Right.
is. And I think she has a strong personality, so it works for her. And I love that you get to see that side of her.
And the reaction from her staff to her, and that they're all confiding in Russell, who they call Blake, because he imitated Blake Shelton turning around in the voice chair. I would have never gotten that impression.
I didn't get it until then when he said what he was doing, and I, of course, laughed.
Now I got it, but I thought it was like
Right.
a Star Wars reference or something.
I thought
didn't
it
know
was
what
Sharon Stone. I was like,
Or that.
That's what I thought because he opened his legs and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's Sharon Stone. I was like, why is he doing Sharon Stone? Oh, like
Hey,
Shelton.
he can do whatever he wants.
I love that we now know Linda's name is Linda and not Karen.
Did we call her Karen?
I called her Karen because she reminded me of Karen from
Will and Grace.
Oh, yeah,
Linda,
that is
and
right.
she is so great.
So
I love her.
amazing.
funny.
I love that she was like, tequila makes me slutty. I'm allergic to tequila. It makes me slutty.
I love all of her one-liners. I hope they put her into the show a lot more.
Me too.
I want to see more of Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Karen.
Linda.
When she was like, I think Tracy's a great boss. Is she behind me? She's always behind me.
She's really freaking funny, that chick.
It is good. I really liked how nobody really recognized that you've got this random black man in your office that you've
Totally.
never seen, and
were
you
all-
don't see him doing work.
He's fun. He's good looking. They're just like, come
Sure.
on in.
Yeah,
I would
let's
have
have
welcomed
fun.
him in with
Well,
open
they might
arms.
have thought he was a new employee because even Phil thought Linda was new, but she's been there 6
Yeah,
years.
they're all
that's
so
true.
they're all
Involved
like, yeah,
in their own
so-
thing.
Exactly.
So of course Russell's super loved at the office, and he's making Tracy's life hell because now he's encouraging her to be more of a fun boss. So
Which
that her
means
stuff-
she has to take on more of the workload, and she's trying to figure out how she's going to get into her daughter's preschool so that she can do the like story time, and she's trying to figure out how she's going to make that happen. And when there's a new discovery that they have to look over for a case, she's screwed, and she's like, I can't get away for lunch. Russell comes in and saves the day.
And that was good because he messed it up. He had to fix it.
It was very
so
cute.
sweet. I was wondering why he was celebrating his birthday.
I was like, where is this going?
Yeah.
Right.
But then we found out
It was cute.
It was to make it so she could go away for lunch.
Cute.
And distract Phil.
It was cute. That
So
was a cute
cute.
episode. I liked it.
I did too.
I like Vanessa's acting a lot in this episode as well. Mm-hmm. I think every time I watch her, I'm like, she's a great actress.
Totally.
I also really like the acting of Mark Paul and Brescia when they were playing high.
Can we talk about when they were high? Because that was like
Yes.
my favorite thing ever.
Yes.
First of all, it is really hard to play an intoxicated person. See, like if you talk like that, you sound intoxicated.
Yeah.
But like getting drunk or high, right, is super hard. I think high is probably even more hard than
People
drunk.
overdo it and they do like a cliched version, but
And
they did a real legit version.
Yeah, and especially Mark Paul.
Because they might. I mean, this is California where it's really easy to get a medical marijuana card, as we see.
I think that I like that they played on that joke too.
Yeah.
Because it really is, and that
Yeah.
Brescia
Totally.
was just like, I just want to get high, and Mark Paul was like, I don't. And then they gave it to him anyway. You can't sleep? Okay, here. And he was like, No, wait.
No, it was
enough, sir.
it
That's
was
enough.
because he said that his friends say that he's something anxious essentially.
Oh.
Right.
And that's what they were like, oh, that's what? Okay, great. Because you usually smoke if you're anxious.
I should probably smoke more often. But then when they got high, he was like Mark Paul's character, Mitch, was he just slurred his words just so, and like the canter of his voice was a little slower, and everything was like, so he was spot on a good high.
Right.
Believable.
Yeah, and I loved how they're like, I didn't really know what was going to happen if Mitch was actually going to smoke.
Yeah.
Because it seemed when he had his moment of, oh, I'm Sadie's dad, I can't do this, I was really like, man, come on, Mitch.
Just do it, especially because they said that Tracy and Russell smoked like just last weekend or a couple days ago, whatever it was.
Right.
And then you felt bad for Ange because she was like in it by herself and she didn't really want it. It was like they had safety in numbers, and then he backed out and she was like, it's too late, I'm high. And I like how she felt it. She was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, just kicked in. I wonder what's going to happen with the show, because I know in Middle America, they're probably looking at this and going, no, we don't get high in the Midwest. It's
I
not
know.
legal.
I don't think this show, I mean, they pushed the envelope for a sitcom, but
Right.
I don't think it's that as edgy as, like you were saying, Middle America thinks. So
There's a million other shows on that are way more
Right.
like
way more
envelope
edgy,
pushing.
yeah. I don't
So.
know. But yeah, I wonder what people think of it in other places besides Southern California.
Yeah.
Plus, people can live vicariously through them.
I think you should.
Very true.
I think
All right,
you should.
let's go through some of our predictions
Okay.
for the following episode.
Let's do it. I'm excited. Can't wait.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I just got really scared.
I did too.
Super spooky.
Okay, what's gonna happen, ladies?
Holiday.
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 I think they're gonna have like a funny episode about giving each other gifts.
Oh yeah.
And like what that's gonna be like, and like maybe somebody doesn't like a gift, maybe somebody's like a little bit presumptuous with a gift, and maybe somebody didn't get somebody a gift but the other person got them a gift, because in this ecosystem,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a lot of like all the gifting, and then like Sadie might be weird because she says weird things.
I'm going to piggyback on that and say it's going to be like a cultural thing. Like, what is...
when you celebrate for black baby
Yeah,
Jesus,
like,
and then you got
Ange,
Santa.
Ange is going to be super religious, and maybe, Russell is like, okay, I don't really know if, and then we've got the cultural side of Tracy
Right.
with Mitch, and like, I think it's going to be something
Is
funny
Mitch
like that.
supposed to be? No, he's not Jewish.
I don't think he's Jewish. I
No,
feel
he's
like
not,
he's
because
kind
of
of
the
just like
gold
non-denominational or something.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not important.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be good. I agree. I think it's. I mean, it has to be a holiday episode
Yeah.
Right.
because Christmas is coming up in a couple weeks. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yay.
Yay!
If we're wrong, that stinks.
I was right about the workplace. We've been right before.
We have. So it'll be interesting to see, and I hope we get to see some of. I've been saying this. I want to see some of Angie and Russell's family.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Oh, maybe like the super religious family will come to town.
And maybe Ashley Tisdale will come back. Ooh,
Yes,
the
that would be
sister.
good.
Ooh.
That would be
Oh,
good.
maybe they'll take us to church.
Church.
Take me to
All
church.
right, let's do it. All right, ladies, before we get out of here, where can we find you both at?
You can find me at Jenifer Golden on all of the social media platforms.
Oh, and then you can find me at Lauren Leonelli on all of the social media platforms as well.
And you can find me, Megan Thomas, at Meg Scoop on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Periscope only. That's all I have time for,
That's
guys.
it.
That's it.
That's
That's it. We'll see you guys right here next week. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
We all were like...